Hey shitheads, TJ here, and I'm at an undisclosed range today with the P.E.W, the Port Enhanced Weapon System from Wiselight Arms. Now this is not a gun that Wiselight builds, this is your gun. You send your Glock 17 or 19 or whatever slide along with your barrel, just a regular OEM barrel, or you could get a fancy one from Deus Ex Machina or S3F or Agency. And what they do is they not only slide, cut, and reduce weight in the slide with an awesome all-over serration, but they also basically turn the slide into a compensator. So many people are wanting to compensate their guns these days, and which is illegal in California, and this is not, to my knowledge. What they're doing is they're compensating this slide. They're moving the front side post back, your front side post, moving it back, putting compensation cuts in the slide, pressure releasing holes in the slide, and then what they're doing is they're porting your barrel. Now they don't just port your barrel. What they do is they then chamfer the barrel. They basically grind out the barrel to the point of the ports and basically get rid of the rifling and make it wider, which essentially turns the last half inch or so of the barrel into a muzzle brake or a compensator. The other reason they do that is if you don't do that, if you just port the barrel, you'll get shavings coming back at you, and you'll get a hot bukkake of brass, or not brass, but copper jacket and lead in your face when you're shooting it. Now, one thing about a ported weapon, if you're going to be firing from retention, you don't want to have that thing turned in on you like that, because you could actually hurt yourself pretty bad with the pressures coming out. So on a retention, we want to make sure to turn away from the body. Now I'm not going to be shooting from retention today, but I figured it's something we ought to talk about since so many people are going out and buying compensators and porting their guns on their EDC guns. And if you have to shoot from retention, make sure you get that port away from your skin, because it'll blow a hole in your abdomen. So today what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the P.E.W for the first time. I've not pulled the trigger on this thing yet. It does have a stock factory trigger, all factory internals. The lower has been completely stippled. Awesome job. We'll put a link to the guys that did that in the video. But we're going to shoot this today with all types of ammunition. I've got Winchester white box here. Then we're going to run some 147 mouse farts, some 135 T1, probably some Blazer, whatever we can find, and we're going to do some hot P plus P, and see if we can blow it up. So we're going to see if it works. It definitely doesn't have much muzzle flip. All right, let's do that again. Whew. That's very interesting. So now to put that in perspective, here, let me hand this to you, Dave. So this is, again, Winchester white box. This is in the Agency, Fatal 15, no ports, no compensator. I'm just going to shoot this plate rack, try to keep it as steady as I can. All right, now I'm going to do the same exact thing with the P.E.W and see if you can see any difference. I know I can feel a difference already. I'm really feeling a difference. Dave, can you hand me the P.E.W? Ow! One of my favorite gloves is the Victos War-Torn glove. The only thing that sucks about the Victos War-Torn gloves is when your nose is running on a cold day like it is today, and you go to do that thing your mom always told you not to do, and you wipe your nose with the war-torn glove, that little letter right there rips your fucking nostril apart like a bad weekend to blow. I guess it's a good example.
Allegedly.
Right? Allegedly. So now I got the P.E.W standing in the same spot, same ammo, Winchester white box. I think there's a difference. A very, very noticeable difference. And it's a good thing the camera wasn't pointing that way, because I wasn't hitting shit.
More name it. More name it.
Woo! Did you hear that last couple?
Yeah, I was like, what are the last couple rounds?
I don't know. They're whatever the fuck was in this magazine.
Because you could hear the difference. It's like, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
take a look at that port. Now, let's try this again with some actual competition ammo. Again, that was crap-ass white box. Definitely had a kick to it. But this gun was handling it like a dream. The Glock 19 agency was not. Let's grab some T1 135, specially formulated for our shooting team, and see what that does. Okay, we're back. This time, we're shooting 135 grain T1, again, the special formulated ammo that our shooting team's using. It's not quite the speed of the 115, not quite as slow as the 147s. It's just nice, comfortable in the middle round. Shooting it out of the agency, Fatal 15. Very controllable, not much flip. That's the ammo I'm using with this gun when I'm competing on a regular basis. Now we're going to do the same thing with the P.E.W, the Port Enhanced Weapon System from Wise Light Arms. Now there is one difference. I'm shooting 19 on the Fatal. This is a Glock 17. For what it is, I don't own a 17, so we can't do a head-to-head. I figured out why I was missing.
What was that?
This has a stock like 7.5 pound fucking trigger in it.
Ah.
So I was slapping the trigger like I do my agency.
That'll do it.
So when I settled down and really felt the brake, it was hitting fine. There's no accuracy issues whatsoever. That was all me.
Holding steady.
So comment below. Did you see a difference? I sure as hell could feel a difference. I could hear a difference too, because this thing's a whole lot louder. It's definitely a lot louder. But the muzzle flip is almost negligible. Let's try shooting some other shit through it. We got some 147s, see if this thing will go with some slow-mo.
Got some
mouse
147s
farts.
and some P.E.W.
We wanted to be fair to our boys in the hood and make this comparison even across all planes. You know, a Glock, the P.E.W, is a $600, $559 Glock 17 stock that you send to us or to Wise Light for the barrel work and the slide cutting, and that puts another $599 on it. Call it $1150. If you put a trigger in it, which I would do, that'd be $1300. You know, my agency Fatal 15, I got over 3,000 in, and you can see that $1,300, well, the $1,150 P.E.W is doing a whole lot better. But what about a $150 gun?
TJ, I'm not going to record this.
This is a compensated.
TJ, no.
$150 throwaway gun. Oh. That's a throw gun.
Fuck.
Did I just get dequalified?
I mean, that's DQ in my world.
You're an RO. Can I pick that up?
Yeah, go ahead and grab that.
TJ, come on, dude.
So this is a compensated.
God, you're such
high
a shell.
point,
You're such a
9mm.
shell.
And we're going to do the same thing here.
Oh, God.
See if my glove finger will fit in there. Woo! Probably use a few more rounds at its capacity. But for what it is, it stayed fairly flat, I would say. I would say the high point compensator did its job.
But the gun weighs 20 pounds.
Yeah, I only hit one of the plates. Well,
That's two. That's two.
Two. But, you know, I think we could keep playing with this. Got something new to play with?
Yeah, how about, let's go with the P.E.W on a 147.
P.E.W on a 147?
Let's do that. I'll trade.
So these are the mouse farts?
Yes.
Okay.
That's T1 147. special grain competition mouse fart ammo.
So competition mouse farts from T1, Tactical Shit formula. Should not cycle this gun. Science says it should not cycle this gun. Is that correct?
With the compensator, depending on the spring, probably not.
Okay. It's all for the science. I'd say it cycles it just fine.
Looks like it's a win.
The other thing I want to point out is no bukkake of shrapnel to my face because of the way they're cutting those ports and drilling out that barrel.
Nice.
All right, so me and the guys were just talking about it. Just got done shooting the 147s, and what the cameraman, Fat Dark Earth, pointed out was that the 147s, although they cycled, did not engage the compensator. Therefore, I was getting more muzzle flip out of the lower power ammo than I was out of the 135s. So the 135 might be the sweet spot on this thing, but we'll keep playing with it and find out.
TJ, camera's hot.
Oh, hey, I was just making out with my agency, my EDC. Well, I've got the 147 mouse farts in this one now without a compensator, just to give you an idea of the differences when we go side by side in the edited video.
All right, well, I was able to snag this away from TJ for a second because I want to see how it does when we're really ripping the trigger, because I'm known for pulling the trigger really fast, not always hitting a lot of stuff. So again, we're using that good T1 135. Let's see what we got going here. Pretty good for me. It's kind of tight.
This is why he gets all the women. He's got the fastest fingers in St. Louis.
Brrrr.
Yep, I'm gonna have to get me one of these.